I'm Tony Island Baby. I'll play some songs. This is a new one. It's called The Curse of November. I wrote it today. It's a true story about this time I went to Florida. Today there was a hurricane. I was unaware. I was up to all that same old shit underneath the stairs. Hard handling through the shambles in 11 different states. The only thing I even learned is the board. I've always got to wait. 1700 later, and I'm searching on the floor. But to no avail, I've lost it all. It's walked right out the door. I tried to see the footage, but they put my ass to work and called the cops when I refused to pay for what I had been served. I walked the line, I did my time and hurried to my phone. I called you first but had no luck. I guess you were not home. That was the Mel 9 pedal I was using.
Where are you from originally?
Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Were you influenced by any of the surrounding music that's been there? You grew up with like Bruce and...
I grew up in the shadow of Bruce, so it was more of the desolation of the city that affected me. There wasn't people to play with, so I taught myself how to play guitar, and I still predominantly play by myself mostly. Feel comfortable doing that, so in that respect I'm a little bit like Bruce.
Did you spend a lot of time on the boardwalk?
I worked on the boardwalk. I would bring my typewriter up to the boardwalk and I would type out short stories before I even got into music. And then I just started applying short stories to simple chord structures. And it just adds a musical element. It's the same thing though, telling stories. It's just a different style that a lot of people don't do. A lot of people are practicing scales. And I'm writing 2 stories a day.
Wow, really?
No, but it's possible if I feel up to it. This one is a digital delay. Not really usually a pedal guy. This one's kind of got a dub feel. So it's called Talking in Your Sleep, another new one. Talk to you in your sleep. Sometimes you talk back to me. You sing so sweetly that I remember every word. Split the two of us in there's another world. Am I looking out on the same sky? I feel even when inside my dreams catch fire. But tonight, can we lay at the same time? And in our heads we're side by side. My dreams catch fire. Oh.
What age were you when you started?
Young. I won a writing contest in 4th grade for a story about a abominable or a snowman that comes to life and accompanies me to the movies. And then I got to go to my teacher's house to have pizza. And I thought it was really special to have that opportunity. But at one point she came up behind me and whispered in my ear that she was like, "You don't belong here." And that always kind of affected me too, because I was like, well, I already got the pizza and I already won, so.
When she said you don't belong here, meaning you're better than this, or you're...
Like, she didn't think that my snowman story was a classic.
Well,
But the 8th graders who judged the contest did. And that's 20, verse 1, so.
How many of you have been doing it now?
Long time. 20,
How long you been in Brooklyn?
15. So yeah, that makes sense, 5 years before I left for New York.
What brought you to New York?
CBGBs and like the Ramones and trying to get in on the tail end, like to get inside, but I was underage, so I would just wind up drinking 40s across the street from CBGBs. I've worked with recording tons of bands in New York and throwing shows for bands in New York, so I know a lot of the people in the Brooklyn scene and have supported them and been inspired by them when it comes to like, you know, music videos and artwork or like, you know, the punk aesthetic. But I had that all when I was younger too, when I was like reading about CBGBs and Please Kill Me and taking the train from New Jersey up to CBGBs, you know. I was doing my homework and blowing my paychecks on vinyl records on St. Mark's. So I don't know. It's just like what is real, and eventually all that faded. And I'm just like left with the guitar, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm never gonna sell this, but I'll sell everything else. This song is called "Daddy Never Knew." It's another new one. I got the idea for this one when I asked my mom what my dad thought I was gonna be when I grew up, and she said a piano player. Not a piano player. My daddy didn't know that I played guitar, but I could strum it all night long, and I write songs that he'll never hear. Ooh, wish he were near. My mama, she always read me books. She had good looks but could not cook too well. So I raised myself on the Jersey shore in those winter streets. Grandma turned her back on me. She was always good company. She was my first best friend. I loved her deep down inside until the end. Yeah, I loved her deep down inside until the end. It's like picking up the guitar when you're on the phone on hold, like with unemployment, and you just like write something in G, C, and D, and you're like, oh, it's not bad.
I used to write during commercials. I'd hit mute and just start playing until the movie came back on.
Yeah, commercial length songs. But they're not commercial, they're just commercial length.
Do you write other things besides songs?
Yep, everything. Jokes. I tried to do stand-up before COVID and it didn't work out. It was horrible. I was doing like Bernie Sanders impressions. I want to try to cover. It's a 3-chord cover, but it's by this band Fat White Family. The song's called Hits, Hits, Hits. I think it's about Tina Turner and Ike Turner. Honey, honey, it's no use coughing up half of your soul. Baby, baby, all your dreams are perfectly under control. Hits, hits, hits. Don't you know that I feel so sorry for the love that I found? There's a hatred in you, my woman. I just can't get love now. Sister Tina, don't be shy. The patience is starting to bruise. Better spread what you got left. a hatred in you, my woman. I just can't get around.
As I'm listening to this, I can't help but wonder, was Bright Eyes influence?
I had all of those records. I had every single vinyl, even the ones you had to like call up on the radio to get. And then I got to an age where like I sold them to like a teenager for like $20 and then bought a 24 pack of beer. And I was like, I'm an adult now. Yeah, the currency rate that I spent on records and then sold for like enhancers is off the charts. It got me into DJing at spots with records, which was a good way to meet other people for music. I'm drawn to people who can do good home recordings, just with a guitar and some words. And then, because at that point you could bring it to a band and you could turn it into something even better, but you gotta have something to begin with, you know? When I'm not listening to like, funk or soul or like, what everyone else listens to. Because that's inevitable.
Because you know what I was hearing, and maybe you can tell me, I hear a little Bob Dylan.
Sure. I saw him on my birthday last year in New York. Yep. He's seen me. I've seen him.
You looked right in your eyes?
Yep. He did a guitar solo standing up and everything. It was great. Uncle Robbie. That's what I call him. I found Bob Dylan's first record on vinyl in the middle of a snowstorm in a snowbank, just sticking out, a black vinyl, and I picked it up like Excalibur, and this is not like bullshit. And I was like, what is this? And it was like the Boxcar one, where he kind of sounds like Woody Guthrie. The original one, like This Is Bob Dylan, Volume 1. Damn. And I listened to it. That's where I got a lot of my like style, I think, maybe here and there. The song is called I Know a Place. It was about this one time when my girlfriend and I, Jamie, we went into a bar after hours and had the gates closed, and we were able to just be in there by ourselves for a little bit to play pool, and it was a good feeling. I woke up the next day hungover and wrote this. Till another day sheds a light where we are. I know a place that you ain't never been, but I can let you in if you follow me. Here in this place you will discover who was meant for you to take back home. We can keep to ourselves and drink from high up on the shelf all night until another day sheds a light where we are. I put out records with my rock band Savant that has been on like hiatus for 5 years. So that's fun. That's it's a good way to measure time, on how much time has passed since it stopped. That was pre-COVID too, so it's just like we could have just stuck it out a little bit longer. But that forced me to get into this. So it's all good. White Lighters played for exactly 1 year. We played 100 shows in that 1 year time, and then broke up on the 1 year anniversary. I think at the same place where it started, Berlin, in the East Village. Yep. It was like, how many shows could you play in 1 year? And like try to like play the most. And we came really close, but we didn't get the mention that we were looking for, so we retired. You know, and we just like walked backwards into the darkness, and no one seemed to notice.
Like the Homer Simpson into the shrub.
Yeah, but into a black void.
If you could be any animal, what would you be?
If I could be any animal for like a lifespan, I'm trying to think what like lives for like the longest. I was thinking like a sea turtle, right? Would live the longest. Yeah. If there was some way for a turtle to get high underwater by like eating like a psychedelic seaweed, I would say sea turtle, and I would just ride behind people's party boats, pick up floaters, like beers they throw overboard, try to like maintain human toxicity, but as a sea turtle. Kind of like the Budweiser dog, but a sea turtle. For Corona, Corona beer. DVD.
Thank you for being on DVD Concerts for Dan Victor Does. Can you tell people where they can find you online?
You can find me online on SoundCloud, Tony Island Baby, and soon I'll be putting out a new album by my birthday, which is December 19th. I'm going to be celebrating my 35th Jubilee by releasing my new album, which is titled I Let the Dogs Out.
That's great. You may have a comedy album in your future as well.
Yeah, it's not a comedy album.
It's real.
Yep.
Well, excellent. Thank you so much. And
all right, thank you, Dan.
Take care.
Good night, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Tony Island Baby. This is the end of the program.